How's it going, folks? Warrior from Hell here. I'm going to do a pilot intro trial of a series I'm going to get started on YouTube. I'm going to start doing some video game reviews. And right now I can't do gameplay footage because I still don't have any legal permissions to do so. So for now I'm just going to, do like a little unboxing, kind of show how everything looks, the disc, the cover art, the manual, and talk about the game, my ups and downs, pros and cons, and give it a 1 in 10 rating that I feel the game deserves. So first game I figured I'd try it with is a game that I wouldn't say is old, but it's older. Picked it up at Target on sale for $12 because it was on clearance because they're trying to, get stuff out of the way for holidays. And I've been hearing a lot about this game. Everybody says it's an awesome game, and I figured, okay, well, why not? I'd give it a shot. Sorry. And I picked it up, brought it home, tried it out, and I fell in love with it as soon as I started playing it. And that game would be Child of Eden for the Xbox 360 Kinect, which this game can be played with a standard controller like this. It can be played with this, which I actually kind of prefer this over the Kinect because the Kinect is, I'm still trying to get used to the way the hand motions work with it, but if you ever played the game Rez or Lumines, it's identical to Rez. It's a much better version of Rez. It's a rail shooter. It's kind of arcadey in a way. Now you just take your cursor, put it where the enemies, and fire at them, and everything you do makes a sound or a tone which overlaps with the background music, which in turn makes it a bigger song. As you can see, the cover art is very, very colorful, very well done. Right up there, it says Betterwood Connect Sensor. I'll cover these up right here. There's some screenshots of the game. Futures in your hands, which I'll get to the story here in a minute. It's a very, very colorful game. And the story for this game is kind of cut and dry, but it works out in the same way. What it is humanity decided to take all their knowledge and memories and put them in what they call these archives, which would hold our memories, for future civilization and everything like that. And one time, a group of scientists decided to make this ultimate being from them, if you will. And her name, they deemed her the name Lumi, I believe. Just check real quick. But yeah, Lumi, that's it. And as time goes on, she ends up going away, and then the viruses show up and start taking over all our archives and memories, which in turn will corrupt everything like that. So you have to go in there, save Lumi's existence, save all our archives before they're all erased from existence, and then humanity is gone forever. It's kind of basic, generic storytelling, but the gameplay trumps it a million times. It was developed by Q Entertainment, published by Ubisoft, so mad props to Ubisoft in my eyes. And here's the booklet, advertisement for the game from Ubisoft. Everything inside is black and white, unfortunately, and it's a very thin manual, so it just gives like the basic rundown of the game and how everything works. The disc as well. That's our blue colorful disc. Looks awesome. And if you look inside, there's actually an insert cover art, which is absolutely gorgeous. See, it shows a picture of Lumi here, and looking into the archive stream, I guess you could call it. But anyway, the way the controls work in the game is very, very basic. You use the directional pad or the thumbstick. You use this one to move around the cursor. Hold the A button to highlight targets, and then once you highlight as many targets you want, release the button to automatically fire and kill them or damage them. The X button releases what is basically a auto laser, which will take out certain enemies faster or disable shields for enemies. And the B button uses a Euphoria, which is basically a bomb in a sense. And that's really about it. Just those three buttons and the stick is all you gotta worry about. The control is smooth, fluent, and it registers very well on the controller. And with the Kinect, it's a little bit different. Use the right hand, you hold it out, wave it around the screen to highlight the enemies. Then while still holding your hand out, take your left hand and push towards the screen to let out the shot. And to use the auto laser, use the left hand, do the same thing. I haven't figured out how to use the Euphoria in with the Kinect, but like I said, I'm still trying to learn the controls myself. The visuals are very colorful, well rendered graphics. You'll go from like three-dimensional cubes surrounding spheres, and you'll go down tunnels that have polygonal like boards, if you will, that will form the tunnel. And depending on like where you shoot, if it like hits the board, it'll actually send like a shockwave out, which will in turn interact with the rest of the surrounding pieces. And the enemies are very colorful, very well thought. Ranging anywhere from like little spice balls to miniature stingrays to full-on giant Leviathan type creatures that will sit there and shoot out projectiles at you. And the sound the sound is the best part of this game. If you like house music, trance music, techno, anything in those kind of genres, this is the game for you. Lots of bass, lots of synthesizer, just overall just gorgeous soundtrack. It's one of those ones you have to actually listen to it or even see it in action to really grasp what it is. So there's tons of videos on YouTube of gameplay, which unfortunately I can't show any right now at this time, but there's others that have them out there. So if you want to check out how the sound works, how the game looks, definitely go check it out. I highly recommend this for anybody that loves music or art, and for a fun game. Child of Eden. It's well worth it. The price has dropped since when it first came out. In fact, I'm pretty sure if you buy a Kinect sensor nowadays, it comes free with it. I could be wrong, but it's a highly recommended game. I wouldn't quite get it at 10 though, because I really don't really see much replay value with it, because once you do all of them, all the stages, all it's really left after that is just to go through and get the collectibles, and that's basically it. And after that, the game is done. But other than that, it's a challenging game. I'll give it that. It's not impossible hard, but it's also not like press A to win. It's a challenging game. It has a decent amount of challenge, decent level of I can't think of it right now. As a decent level of thinking, if you will, because there's bonuses you can get for wiping out 100% of the enemies in an area. So, in order to do that, you'll need to strategize your reticle and your shooting to best do that. So, I give it a 9 out of 10, definitely. Highly recommended for pickup, because, you can find it really cheap anywhere. GameStop probably has probably $25 nowadays. Which, like I said, I got lucky. I found it Target for $12. Figured, okay, I'll give it a shot. Everybody says it's a good game. All the reviews give it high ratings. I'll check it out. And I fell in love with this game as soon as I popped it in. So, definitely rush out there if you don't want to buy it, rent it, get it through GameFly or something if it's on there, or somebody has it, borrow it. Yeah, but it's one of those games you have to experience to fully understand what the game is. It's a piece of art, really. It's not so much a game, but a piece of art, an interactive artwork. So, that was my review for Child of Eden. Again, this is a trial run, so leave a comment down the section below. Send me a message. Give me pointers, tips. Say, hey, I like this part, but you could do better with this, or it'd be better if you talked more on this part, or just give me some pointers. What you liked and what you disliked about the video, and then the next one I do, I will do my best to fix that and make it a better video for you. Again, I am fairly new at doing these kind of things, so thank you for your time. Go check out Child of Eden, and just let me know what you thought.